Hey everyone, Tina Service here with Queen of Dirt Coaching. For those of you who don't know me, I do own a seven-figure house cleaning company. We are in 3 different cities and we use independent contractors. So, one of the pushbacks that I get a lot from individuals who are in the house cleaning business is that they want to be able to control the quality of their cleanings, and they're afraid that if they use the independent contractor model that they're going to lose control. So what I wanted to do is actually show you that that is not necessarily true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you our cleaners, their pay for the week, and help you to maybe gain a better understanding of what it really looks like from their perspective, and how we don't necessarily need to control their cleaning because they're actually controlling it themselves. So I'm going to see if I can blur out some content. Okay, so I blurred out their information so that I could protect their identity. I'm sure they're happy with that. So in any event, I like to use this cleaner here as an example. So this person has decided to work a full schedule with us. So her total job hours is 28.82 hours. We allowed her, based on our labor matrix, 40 hours to complete the job. So you can already see that she completed it in 28, and that might raise a red flag for you in thinking that how is it that she's able to complete the job in 28.82 hours and you don't have any quality issues? So I'll talk about that a little bit. This is her drive time here, 3.3 hours. I'm just going to scroll over. So these are her clock hours. So if you take her base hours plus her drive time, it's going to show you that she worked 31 hours. This is her pay. So here's my quick thought. This cleaner does not want to lose this pay. So if she's only working 30 hours a week and she's making $1,300, think about how many people have gone to college to make that kind of money and spent $100,000 on degrees to make $1,300 a week. And she didn't even work a full schedule. So the way that we control our quality is that we make sure that we're paying our cleaners well, and we treat them like a partner. So they are a partner with us. If there's any issues or any stuff that they come across, then we're definitely going to talk about it. But this person is literally getting paid $1,300 for 30 hours worth a week. I'm going to continue across this line here just so that we can see what her average hourly rate is with the tips that are included in credit card payments. This does not include tips that she got cash for. So let me scroll over. So she's our second item. So before tips, she made $41.50 an hour. So can I hear, hell yeah, go girl? You can see what everybody else is making too, right? So I don't know what happened with this one, obviously something. But this is a person that just started with us. So she's, of course, going to be at a lower percentage rate. But you can see that consistently our cleaners are making very good money. So if we continue over, let's get past her tips. And I think they're going to be right here. So on this particular week, she made $126 in tips through credit cards that I'm aware of. And so her pay ended up being $1,400 for how many hours? 32 hours. And she made an average of $45.46. So from my business perspective, if I have to think at all about quality, then this person doesn't need to be working with us. So I can share with you that we almost never get complaints and we never have redos. Our cleaners stay with us for 4, 5, 6 years. Our clients stay with us. And this is all because we have independent contractors that we treat like a partner. We pay them well. Our clients' average ticket price is $269, if anyone wants to know that. But here it is. Hope this was helpful.